Welcome to the Scrapbooking Inspiration Podcast, episode 41. I'm your host, Melissa Shannon from digitalscrapbookinghq.com. And today I'm here with my friend Connie Hanks from Clicky Chick Creates.com. We're here to chat a little bit about all the fun time that's coming up in December and a little bit about the creative Christmas bundle that many of my creative paper crafting, needleworking and just all-round creative type friends have been contributing to. Hi Connie.
Hi Melissa, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be chatting with you and talking about this fantastic bundle that we're all putting together.
Yes, it's super exciting and I've been having so much fun chatting with everyone. So I'm glad to have you here.
Bet. Yeah, I can't wait to hear them all.
Yeah. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to our listeners who might not have met you yet?
Fantastic. So, as you said, my name is Connie Hanks. I am based in California, in Southern California, and I'm by day a mommy. By most days and some evenings, I'm a photographer. And outside of that, I'm a craft instructor and avid crafter as well. So crafts anywhere, anything involving scrapbooking, tag making, card making, banners. I have an Etsy shop, just anything that I can get, be able to have some fun with paper goods. I'm there. I'm game.
Yes, and I have to say that I have a little 5-year-old here that was quite smitten by your Frozen inspired banners that you've been creating. So.
Fantastic. Yay.
Yeah, she keeps telling me that, next year when she turns 6, she'll want a Frozen party. I'm like, June is a long time away. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I know. I can't even begin to tell you how many Frozen parties we went to from the spring in through the summer. And it's just been, it's definitely a Frozen flurry love affair over here.
Yes. Yeah, I think all young girls have just loved that movie.
Absolutely. And I do have to say, too, the amount of Frozen costumes this past Halloween was phenomenal.
I can imagine.
Yeah. I think Emily would have just completely been in awe of how many kindergartners were in Elsa, and mostly Elsa, but some Anna costumes.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, a lot of things inspire our creativity, whether it's a movie, whether it's the latest batch of photos that we've just got. But we're here today to talk a little bit about our December creativity. And what do you love about the Christmas season that gets you inspired to create?
I really think it's my daughters, not only their childhood, but it takes me back to my childhood. Mm-hmm. And just in that constant awe and wonder and just, loving looking at decorations in our different neighborhoods, just seeing my girls are 5 and 8 years old, mm-hmm. and just seeing their reaction to all of it, just to getting our tree and putting up the lights, they're just so excited, and that just feeds the passion to be able to create more and do more with them.
Mm. Yeah, it certainly is inspiring to see the Christmas season through the eyes of young children, and it brings back such fond memories.
Definitely. It brings back just all of that amazement and that that belief and that hope, and am I being good enough, am I going to get everything that I want, and beyond that, the religious component, all of it is just so inspiring and uplifting. And I think that's what really it boils down to is believing and hope and joy. seeing it through the eyes of little ones, like that's what it comes to. That's what it, you drill down to. So it's just that emotion.
Yeah, it's a very uplifting and joyful time. And, tinged with sadness in ways. We all have our those relatives that are no longer with us or things like that.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so it's very poignant at times.
Definitely.
So, as you mentioned before, you're certainly very creative and a photographer, and you do all sorts of different creative activities, and we can find a little bit more about you at ClickyChickCreates.com.
It's a mouthful.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about what you have going on over there? And
Absolutely. One of the things that I have going on and that I absolutely love, and I am thankful that you've participated as well, is our Make It Monday series. And there we've all been sharing all kinds of different creations. For myself, I've been sharing a lot of banners and cards and scrapbooks pages and just anything that fills that creative, desire. I have, obviously, my girls are young and they have a lot of friends, and some of their moms also know that I love to craft, and I've even done party favors and party paper crafts. So all of it is just, it's all there at ClickyChickCreates.com, and mostly my paper crafting, like I said, I do my Make It Monday series, and beyond that, I do share a lot of photography as well, and photography tips, everything. So it's pretty much a lot of visual feast, big visual feast on my blog.
It certainly is very visual, and I love, the images you have are always so gorgeous, and they're so big, and I love looking at the site. It's a bit of eye candy for us, really. So everyone go over and check it out for sure.
Perfect, thank you.
So many of us are coming into what is quite a busy time of year, and you might be thinking, well, it's all well and good to have all these grand plans and ideas. You might be looking through Pinterest, and there's board after board and pin after pin of creative activities that you could be doing. So how do you make it work with a couple of young children and a lot going on?
You know what? This actually ties in perfectly with the bundle portion that I put together. Last year, I actually taught at my local scrapbook store and made a advent calendar. But I wanted to get away from the toy a day or the candy a day. I wanted to really focus on family experiences and activities that my girls would remember more than the toys, because we all know, I mean, they get so many little, trinket toys that they usually forget about them. So I really wanted to have an experience-based advent calendar that they could remember and look forward to year after year. So I decided to put something together, and my brain, when the idea popped in my head, my brain just went bananas with ideas. So there's all kinds of different activities in there. Things like have a special elf breakfast. We have an elf that comes and visits every year. So have a special elf breakfast is one. Another one is have a sleepover under the Christmas tree. Another one is have French toast and hot cocoa for dinner. Let's see, we have, and then definitely things like making a card for our school teachers, making a present for a classmate, all kinds of, I think I have over 50 activities for people to be able to pick and choose and really be able to customize their family experiences. And just, again, really making it about the family. So
Okay, so it's customizable in that you could choose, say, something that was a little easier, like maybe the French toast and cocoa for dinner on a busy day, and you could do like, well, a card for grandma or whatever on a day when you perhaps have some more time.
Exactly. And there's even some on there that are like, eat a candy cane. So
Oh,
ones
that's
when
awesome.
you really knows, yeah, the ones that you know that you just have, and that you're going to have a really busy day. And I actually, one of my bonus items with the Advent calendar activities and numerals for people to just punch out, to print and be able to punch, a bonus item is an actual planner with a calendar
Hmm.
and all the activities written out so people can say, okay, well, I know that we need to mail grandma's gift by a certain date, let's say by December 15th. Well, I know we need to mail it. So I'm going to ask the kids to make sure they have that done by December 12th. So that's
Hmm.
going in the December 12th pocket. So it's a planner to really help them map out all of their activities for the month
Hmm.
or for the 25 days. So it's nice, and things can definitely get moved around. I heaven knows I had to do that last year with a couple of last minute photo sessions that threw my day around a little bit too much.
Oh, that's really great. I love that, you've included, a variety of different things. And um, the planner is a great idea because then you can plan ahead and you can pull out, if you're like me and you have like a box of Christmas card making stuff, you can have that ready
Exactly.
because and if you didn't have that planner, I would be like sneaking and like looking in every day to like, oh, what's going to come up tomorrow?
Exactly. And that's why I thought, oh, I have to have something. And I did make my 7-year-old became a very avid reader last year.
Hmm.
So I made her pinky promise that she could not check them in advance of all of us being down for breakfast and reading it together.
Yeah, it gets tricky like that. You
It
can no longer
does.
kind of spell things out without them knowing what it is, and I've
Exactly.
got that to look forward to.
Exactly. Yes, the transition from Christmas when she had just turned 6 to just 7 was wow, mind-boggling.
Well, even Emily now is starting, she's 5.5, and she's just starting to get the concept of, the higher the number next to the toy in the catalogue is, the more expensive it is. But she still
She's
comes to me,
brilliant.
she says, oh, this one's only $2. I'm like, oh, sweetie, yeah, that's $200.
Exactly, but that's a 2 and zeros. The zeros don't mean anything.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
So cute.
Well, this sounds like it's a really great thing, and I love that it's so customizable because you can suit it to your family and your stage of life. If you haven't got little ones around,
Definitely.
different things you could do.
Definitely. And I even include some blank, there's I think about 5 blank um, activity cards, so
Hmm.
people can really customize it, and include activities that are near and dear to their family traditions that might not be part of the 50 plus that are included.
Yeah, if perhaps it's winter over there and you haven't put go for a swim at the beach,
Yeah,
that might be one I have to customize.
exactly. Although we're pretty close to being able to do that here in San Diego as well.
Yeah, you're not in snow country, so
No, not at all.
yeah. Well, it's been so lovely to chat with you, Connie, and I'm really looking forward to everyone getting their hands on the Creative Christmas Bundle and checking out your very cool Advent calendar. I know that the bundle goes on sale on the 24th of November and through until the 1st of December, but you won't want to wait that long to get your hands on it because you want to start downloading and um, printing out the printables and creating the activities and putting together the calendars and all the cool things that you'll find in there. There's 15 different products from 15 really talented designers, and it's a very low price of just $29.99 for the lot. So that's why we're pretty excited about it, and we all love Christmas, and we'd love to help you with some ideas and some inspiration so that you can not reinvent the wheel but have a fun creative Christmas this year. So thanks, Connie, for joining
Absolutely.
us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. This has been phenomenal, and I completely agree that they shouldn't wait. The sooner they can get planning and moving forward, the more time they'll have to actually enjoy the season that is just so wonderful. So, completely agree.
Well, if anyone who's listening, if you'd like to find out more about Connie, I'll have the links to her website and, of course, the Creative Christmas Bundle in the notes for this episode of the podcast. And I hope that you'll check it out, get your own Creative Christmas Bundle, and enjoy a very creative Christmas. Well, thanks so much for joining me, Connie, and I'll speak to you again soon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Melissa. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Scrapbooking Inspiration Podcast today. If you'd like to learn more, head to scrapbookingpodcast.com, where you can find the show notes for this episode and the links to everything we've talked about.